Good morning. This is a different walk than yesterday. The sun is already peeking through the trees here. You see this gorgeous light coming in through the forest, the ferns. Look at that. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Good morning, Surya Narayana. So blessed to be with all of you guys here today. Look at that light. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Sundari Devi. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. We've come to a fork in the road, my friends. What will we do? Which way will we go? Fork in the road. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Good morning, Krishna Dhar. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Can you hear that? That's the river. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare. Oh, look at the sun. The sun is streaking the trees up there. You see that? Poof, 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 poof. Krishna is such an artist, the supreme artist. If we ever have any doubt, we can just look around and see effortlessly Krishna's just playing his flute, but somehow or other there's beauty in all directions. Even in difficulty, there's great beauty. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare. Darnell, what's up, sister from another mister? Why do you hate Krishna? Why do you hate Krishna, Darnell? You should love Krishna. Typos. Autocorrect strikes again. I don't know why autocorrect doesn't like Krishna. What the heck, bro? Krishna loves autocorrect. Krishna loves everyone. Darnell, so nice to see you. So blessed to have you here. That's what we're talking about. Love. I love Krishna. Krishna loves you too. I hope you're really well. How's life in Florida? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hear that bird? That bird was me. But do you hear the other birds? Oh, I'm trying to get them to sing for us. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Okay, I'm descending now into the valley of the forest. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ah, there's our first glimpse of the river. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare, let's see if we can get down. There's a little entrance to the river here. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, there's a few spots. Oh, look, this tree fell. Can you guys see that? A tree fell across the whole path. Well, we'll have to go visit there in a second. All right, let's see here. This is such a sweet spot. It's kind of like sculpted. It's almost like it's sculpted by hands, you know? You know what I'm saying? It's not just like an accident that all this beauty is here. Okay, let me show you guys this sweet spot. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hmm. Listen to that sound. Hmm. They say that when Krishna was in school, when he was a young man, he studied 64 different arts. And one of those arts was how to make music using water. So that's pretty cool. So Krishna's guru's name was, does anyone know? Anyone in the chat? Sandipani Muni, Krishna's guru. Let's see if we can see. Look at the water. So pretty, so beautiful. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Look at this. It's just right here. It just barely has enough depth to flow. And then I think some creative person put this piece of wood here to create the little dam effect. Because look at that. So cool. Krishna's water music. Krishna's the source of music, so everything related to Krishna is automatically musical. Sometimes we think, what does it mean that Krishna is the source of everything? It's not that music came first and then Krishna, and then music is used to describe Krishna or something like that. Krishna is the source. Krishna's own effortless dancing and joy is the source of music. So that means that Krishna's dancing with Radharani, and then music was invented. Music is like something that just like fell off of Krishna while he was dancing. Music, then the whole universe gets music for all eternity. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Karen Carlson. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Oh, look, that's the tree that fell. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. See if I can get closer. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Oh, so sweet. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You guys want to go for a little dip? Here, I feel like you guys might want to go for a swim. 1, 2, 3. Just kidding. I'm not going to throw you in the water. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Wow, nothing is permanent, huh? This massive tree with many branches. And then suddenly destiny changes. The tree's destiny changes, and now it's fallen. So big. Look at this. All the way across the whole river. Let's see. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. We'll try and get up here and see the pathway. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Okay. Ugh. Oh boy. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bang. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. They probably stood here in this spot for 100 years, maybe more. Look at this. The force of the drop shattered the center part of the tree. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. All right, let's go under. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh. Goodbye, tree. We love you. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, we're chasing the sun. You guys know that song by Garangi? Come chase the sun, Surya Narayana. You ever heard that one? It's a good one. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Okay, we're getting closer to the river, the big river, the one that this one feeds into. And then we should be able to get darshan of the sun. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Oh, oh. Oh, there's the sun calling us. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, see the river? Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, you want another Krishna story? Darnell? Kids? Hey kids. Well, once Krishna and his friends, they were playing near the river Yamuna in one part of Vrindavan in the forest. And the boys became so thirsty, they ran down to the river and they started drinking. Before anyone could see what was going on, the boys fainted. They fell over as if they were dead. Can you imagine how Krishna felt? He was there in the forest with his friends. And his his friends were thirsty and they're drinking water, and suddenly they're falling and dying as if they're dead. Krishna ran to the river with his brother Balaram, and they realized that that part of the river had become poisoned. There was a lake. There was a lake there in the river, and that lake had become the dwelling place, the residence of a 1,000-hooded serpent named Kaliya. Usually we go this way, but it's quite overgrown. So let's see. Hare Krishna Prabhus. Let's see if we can go this way. So, so they got just like this. You see, there's like a little lake within the river here, like a small little section off the rest of the river. Let's see if we can go find Krishna and his friends. So, Krishna realized that this serpent Kaliya had been living there in the forest, in the river, and all the birds that flew over that part of the river, they were choked with the toxic fumes, and sometimes they would fall and die. And Krishna was looking at his friends who were laying there on the ground as if they were dead. And Krishna thought, I have to do something. I have to heal the Yamuna. I have to heal this pollution. So Krishna, he tied up his belt. You see that little tree there? It's like sticking out of the water right there. So Krishna climbed up on a tree, kind of like that, but a little higher. And he tied up his belt as if as if he were a wrestler, it's described. Can you imagine? Krishna's so stylish. He's like, he's got his red sash and his beautiful cloth and his beautiful hair. Krishna ties up his hair. He ties up his belt and sash. They say he dressed like a dancer or a wrestler. So he ties himself up, and to everyone's shock and surprise, except his brother Balaram, he jumped in the river. And he started splashing and making as much noise as possible. Why? Why did he do that? Why did he make as much noise as possible? Does anyone know? He did that because he wanted to get the attention of Kaliya. And he wanted to meet this 1,000-headed serpent. So Kaliya was filled with envy and anger. Are these qualities that any of us ever have to experience in our lives? I can speak for myself, but yes, in the lake of my heart, I know that there is a Kaliya snake who's still living, and every day when I chant my Japa, I'm praying to Krishna to please come into my heart and to fight with that snake and kick him out of the lake and the river of my heart. So let's see, it's become quite overgrown here. Let's see if I can get through. Oh, spider webs. All right. So Kaliya came. He saw Krishna, and he started attacking Krishna. Imagine him coming along the river with his hoods up, attacking Krishna. Jai Suryadev, look, the sun. Hey everybody, it's the sun. Suryadev. So Kaliya started attacking Krishna, and Krishna was wrestling with him. And everyone was watching. All the cowherd boys who hadn't fainted, died, were watching. Balaram was watching. And Krishna was fighting with the Kaliya serpent. And soon, someone went and told Krishna's mom and dad, Nanda and Yashoda. And they and all the cowherd men and cowherd women of Vrindavan, they all came because they were worried. They heard Krishna was in the river fighting the serpent. And Krishna was wrestling with him. And at one point, it looked like the snake had wrapped Krishna up in his coils. And Krishna was completely wrapped in his coils. And everyone was screaming and crying. And Krishna's mother, Yashoda, she fainted. She has just fainted from watching. The only person who wasn't worried at all was Krishna's brother Balaram. Can you imagine this pastime happening right here? Balaram wasn't worried. In fact, Balaram, he gave a little smile. Balaram knew Krishna had a plan. Suddenly, Krishna jumped up on the hoods of Kaliya. And Krishna has these beautiful ankle bells that make the most beautiful sound. The source of all music is those little ankle bells, Krishna's ankle bells. And he's dancing. But much more beautiful than that. I'm dancing like a foolish clown. But Krishna was dancing. And every time Kaliya would come with a hood, Krishna would dodge. And then sometimes Krishna would kick it. Poof, 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 like that. Dancing, kicking. And the incredible thing is that whenever Krishna danced, it was like creating a rhythm. The sound of Krishna's foot smacking the head of Kaliya created this musical rhythm with his ankle bells. It's like, you can imagine, you've ever seen a kanjira? A kanjira is an instrument that they play. Little circle drum that you hit with your hand, and it has a little bell rattle on it sometimes. Ding, da, ding, da, ding. So it was like that. Krishna was hitting Kaliya's heads with his feet, dancing. It's one of the most beautiful images you can see. You can find these beautiful images of Krishna dancing on the hoods of Kaliya. Finally, Kaliya was starting to become fearful, and he realized, oh, my Lord, quite literally, oh, Lord, I met my Lord, the Lord, Supreme Lord. And so soon his envy started to drain from his body. Soon his anger started to drain from his body. And soon all that was left was humility. And actually, Kaliya had in the lake with him, he had his families, and he had wives who were also snake wives. And they appeared before Krishna and they said, oh, Krishna, please have mercy on her husband. The wives of Kaliya were devotees of Krishna. They were saintly people in the bodies of snake ladies. And they, Jai Krishna Kaliya ki Jai, and they prayed to Krishna. They said, please have mercy on him. He's just a victim of his foolishness and his attachment and his false ego, his sense of I am the snake. And just like all of us, we have our own little egos. Some of us think, oh, I am a well-known kirtan singer who has traveled all over the world. I am so important. I am the father of 3 children. I am a devotee of Krishna. I am wise. Like all these foolish things that actually, but who am I really? Who am I really? I'm not proud. I'm not, these children are not mine. This idea of learning and knowledge, like really, what do I have? What do I know? Compared to the acharyas and to the saints, compared to the other devotees in this world, I don't know anything. I'm such a fool. I'm just like, I was singing with my buddy Vish yesterday. Amito Kangala, Krishna Krishna Boli, Daitava Pache Pache. I'm just running behind the devotees and crying, Krishna, Krishna, please give me Krishna. Krishna belongs to you. So who are we really? We are the soul. So Kaliya's wife said, Krishna, he's starting to realize, no, please have some pity on him. And Krishna, he stopped dancing. Kaliya was in bad shape, but he was still alive. He was still living. Krishna had just danced him to the edge of death. Sometimes it feels like that, right? Sometimes it feels like what's happening in our lives is like too much to bear, isn't it? Sometimes it feels like Krishna's energies, Krishna's pushing us to the point where we can't bear it anymore. So many difficulties. But Krishna, he's the supreme doctor. And he knows just what medicine we need. And sometimes the medicine can also be poison. Because sometimes we need that poison to kill the disease. And so it can seem like it's bringing us to death's door, to the edge of death. But actually, Krishna's the perfect expert doctor. And he's bringing us the medicine that we need. The medicine won't kill us. It will just kill the disease. And so we have to be humble. We have to have faith. So Krishna danced Kaliya to the edge. And then he let him go. And he told him, now you have to leave this place. You can't live here in this lake anymore. And you have to go somewhere else. And you have to be peaceful. And his wives were so grateful. And actually, one thing that people don't know is that when after Kaliya had that Leela with Krishna. Kaliya became very dear to Krishna. Sometimes people think that Krishna just beat him up and sent him on his way. But many of you may know that Krishna rides on a gigantic golden eagle known as Garuda. Sometimes he comes in that way, flies on Garuda, especially in his Vishnu expansion. But many people don't know that one of the carriers of Krishna is Kaliya. He takes him around different places. Sometimes he says, I want to go with Kaliya. It's like having different cars. Which car should I take today? Should I take my sleek Cobra sports car, the Cobra? Or should I take my flying airplane? Krishna's got all these options. So, yeah, that's for Darnell and her kids. Stories of Krishna from the river Yamuna here. Jai. Hare Krishna, Mr. Narayana Vishwas. Good morning to you. Always nice to see you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna. Krishna Hare Hare. Please, if you're interested, please go to my Patreon and become a patron of mine. Support my spiritual nonsense. I'm trying to make music, I'm trying to share Krishna, and I'm trying to take care of my family and serve the community. And one of the things that we need to do that is we need money. So please, if you're able, please go to patreon.com and become a patron and support what we're doing. We're so grateful to all of you for your friendship, for your encouragement. You know, what are we without the loving Sangha? What are we without our friends, without our community? And we have a responsibility to try with whatever Krishna gives us to try and do something for him. So in my case, I'm a foolish joker, and I'm a storyteller, and I'm a musician, and I'm an artist, and I'm trying to use it for the Lord. So if you're able, please support patreon.com/Gauravani. Let's see, where's the forest taking us now? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Oh, look at this little flower. There's not many left because it's quite hot now, but still a few. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chittagong. Chittagong. Cool. There's a famous song by Ravi Shankar. He's using Chittagong as a rhythmic expression. Jai. Hare Krishna, Anusen Das Gupta. Hare Krishna, Himadri Das. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Let's go to another river view. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I didn't even know this path was here. I was like trudging through the reeds and the mud, trying to tell you guys the story of Kaliya. And look, there was a simple path here. I am such a fool. But that's okay. I'm Krishna's fool. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna from Maryland. You should come meet me. If you're from Maryland, come here. Come meet me. Kiran Behari, PhD, Hare Krishna. Are you also doing your japa? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai, Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. All of you ki Jai. Somebody has something to say up there. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. So much beauty in everything that's coming from Krishna, which is everything. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, oh, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Look, I found Hanuman's club. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Look how tall these trees are. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram. All right, my friends. Good morning to all of you. Thank you for spending this time. Such a blessing to be allowed to witness the sunrise. So, all right. See you guys really soon. I'm going to start heading home. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna